Hello everyone, welcome back to Power Stroke. I am Shahid and today I am with Mr. Fahad from FF Cars and Mr. Joshua from JRS Cars. In this video, we are going to see about tips and tricks that we have to consider while buying an used car.
Hello everyone, I am Fahad Faisal from FF Cars. Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Shahid from Power Stroke for giving me and Mr. Joshua an opportunity for us to explain what are the things we must look at before buying a used car. You can get in touch with me on Facebook, FF Cars Tamil Nadu page, and on Instagram, FF Cars Tamil Nadu.
Hey guys, this is Joshua here from JRS Cars YouTube channel, and in today's video I am with the guys at Power Stroke and Mr. Fahad Faisal from FF Cars, and together we are going to show you how to buy a used car. Many of people, they're first time buyers, they get cheated while buying a used car because they buy an accident car or a car that's not been maintained properly, or the car that just keeps breaking down. Now we don't want that to happen to you guys. So today, all three of us are going to show you in this video how to buy the perfect used car. Let's get started straight away.
Before inspecting a vehicle physically, first take a look at the RC copy of the vehicle. Check for the manufacturing date. Check for the registration date. The manufacturing date must match with the year that is printed on the glasses. So now, in a used car, there can be side impacts, there can be a damage of the left fender, right fender, front bumper, rear bumper. All these are negligible and these are bound to happen because the vehicle is end of the day on the road. So there's nothing much we can do about it. But if the seller whom you come across is very transparent and tells you that he claimed the insurance to change this or that, then it's fine. You can go ahead with that. Also look at the bonnet. When you look at the bonnet straight, you'll not be able to find anything. So you must look at it sideways. When you look at it sideways, and if there are no waves on the bonnet, then yes, it's a clean car. You don't have to worry about anything. That means there has been no front impact. And if there is any difference of paint, also must see. Sometimes some people do an excellent job and you'll not be able to look for waves, so you also check for paint difference and see, okay fine, the paint looks the same. Front bumper is negligible, it's bound to get hit, so even if there's a replacement of a front bumper, okay fine, you can neglect it. But if there's a major impact that has affected the support frame and the radiator, then you must think twice before you go ahead. Check for the tire condition. Check for the year that matches in the RC book. If you also want to know if the door has been tampered or repaired, you can check for the gum here. If this gum is there, that means the door is in good condition. I mean, the door is in factory condition. There has been no replacement or anything of that sort. Before buying a used car, when it comes to physical inspection of the exterior of the vehicle, if there's a rear impact, fine, it's okay, it happens. If the boot has been replaced, you can go ahead with that. Make sure there's no front impact, there's no front windshield change, there's no radiator or support frame or the damage to the engine. These are the things you'll have to look at it.
Right guys, you just saw Mr. Fahad explain how to check out the car from the outside. Come on guys, let's now look at the interior because that's where you spend the most time when you buy a car. Let's take a look. The first thing you want to do is take a look at the general condition of the interior. The seats, the steering, the switch gear. These give a general look at how the car has been maintained, how it's been parked, and how it's been taken care of. The second and most important thing, if the car has been in a flood or if flood waters have entered the car, there is an easy way to find out. Don't be afraid that you're spending money on your car. So you have all the right to lift up whatever components you want to check and see if the vehicle is as advertised. The first thing, you just lift up the carpet and check if there are any water spots or any marks are there inside. Of course, this is just a trial, but just want to check and see if any water has entered the car at any time. Second, take a look at the seats, the bolsters of the seat base. There should not be any tears, rips or cuts in it, because obviously if a person has been driving around in an interior in that condition, the car has not been maintained well. Second thing, like I mentioned, switch gear. Your window switches, your mirror controls, steering wheel, your lights, your headlights, indicators. All these should be in really excellent condition where all the markings are still there. That shows the car has been well taken care of. Right. The next thing you want to do is take a look at the center console and the fascia of the vehicle. You see the silver plastic over here? The quality of this plastic will give a general condition of how the car has been maintained. Next, you want to look at the roof. If there are any spots of marks of dirt on the roof, obviously the car has not been maintained properly. pick and prod every button in the cabin, make sure all the lights, the system, music system, everything works perfectly as advertised. Next, what you want to do is just to start the car. Wait for the fuel pump to start and let the car idle. Watch the idle RPM, make sure the car idles smoothly, settles down very well and does not make any bad or abnormal sounds. Right guys, the first thing you want to do, open the engine bay, and what many people do is stare like this over the engine bay like they know everything. This is not how you inspect a used car. What you want to do, the first and foremost, check the coolant level, check the engine oil, because that is the lifeline of the car. You want the level to be perfect on the dipstick. You want the condition to be in a light golden color, so that shows the quality of the engine oil has been maintained properly and the car is well taken care of. Right. The next thing you want to do a visual inspection. This car, as you guys can see, is extremely well maintained. The engine bay is clean, and this shows the owner of this car has taken good care of it. Second thing, look under the vehicle to check if anything is hanging, any wires, anything loose is there. The next thing is, please start the car. Obviously, you want to start the car. Let the car idle smoothly and listen for any abnormal sounds, if the engine is idling properly, if it's unnecessarily revving, or is there any exhaust leak or any other weird sounds you can feel. As you guys can see, this engine is idling perfectly fine, which means that this car has a good engine.
So guys, consider these simple tips and advice while buying a used car. Big thanks for FF Cars, Mr. Fahad, who said everything about this parameters, all the parameters that you have to consider while buying a car. And thanks to Mr. Joshua from JRS Cars, and subscribe to his channel, which is JRS Cars in YouTube, and you can consider FF Cars while buying an used car. Thanks for watching and see you soon.